Hi, this is Crafty Creations, and we're going to be making a iPod case that will actually show the screen and you'll be able to move. You'll be able to touch it. Okay, so, oh yeah, and Happy Easter! I hope you had a wonderful Easter today. So let's get started. So what you're going to need for this project is duct tape. It doesn't matter what it is. It can be one roll or two or as much rolls as you want. You can use an X-Acto knife or scissors, but I prefer an X-Acto knife because it cuts more straightly. You need your cutting board or a hard surface area that you can cut on. And obviously you're going to need your iPod or iPhone. So let's get started. So the first step is to take one of your duct tape rolls and measure your iPod or iPhone or whatever device it is. And I'm recording with it right now, so I'm going to be measuring it. Like about. Okay, so I'll place it down and cut the size that I think that I measured, and it's about for me this big. So once you do that, sorry, my parents are just watching this show. Okay, so once you take that, you're gonna use another one of those duct tape rolls, like duct tape, and just place it on like about just a little bit, like 1/4 of an inch. So you can save some space because we're going to be measuring out of this too. So cut the length that you measured. And then you're going to cut one more piece, but don't put it on top, just cut it separately. So I'll show you right now. Like this. So don't put it on top of anything. Okay, so once you do that, you're going to turn this around. So, like that. Sorry. It won't stay straight. Okay. So once you did that, you are going to take the other piece and just put it on top. So there's no sticky showing. It's okay if there's some sticky showing once you're done, because we're going to be cutting that out. So take another piece and then put it on top. So do that. So once you got that, you're going to cut out the sides so there's no sticky showing. So once you did this, it's going to look like this, and then make another one of these. So I just want to make this clear again. So like we're not gonna make the pocket ones that just you put your iPod in. You're actually gonna cut out this a screen spot so you can actually see it on. So yeah. Okay, so once you did those two, you're gonna take your iPod or iPhone, but this is an example. This is part of my case. So you're gonna take it and make sure that on the sides there's 1/4. See 1/4 here? And then if there's not 1/4 on this side, you're going to cut it so there is 1/4. So I would do that. So once you did that, you are going to cut out a piece that is the length of your piece, which mine would be 2.5 inches. So I would come here and cut out a piece that is 2.5 inches. So, just a second. I don't think you can see, but I'm just gonna cut it really quick. Okay. So once you did that, you're gonna cut out another piece, and I cut it here. You can see. You're gonna take another piece that is half of an inch on both sides. So add half of an inch. Just add 1 inch to your regular length. Mine's 2.5, so I'd add 1 inch, 3.5. So I would cut a piece that is 3.5 inches. So we have half here and 3. So once you do that, I'll show you the next step. So we're going to take the biggest piece and then the smallest piece and just put it on. Just put it on so there's half of an inch on both sides. So next, you're going to measure the width, the thickness of your iPod or iPhone. Mine's an iPod, and so my thickness of my iPod is 1/4 of an inch. So like if it's 1/4 of an inch, you're gonna add 1/4 more, so it'll be half of an inch. So cut half of an inch off, or it can either be even smaller than that. So do that. So once you did that, it should kind of look like this. It doesn't have to look like this, but I decided the length that I want, like the thickness I wanted it to be. And so to know that, to see if you want it to be like that, you're gonna put one side against it, and if take the other piece and put it on the other side, so you can see if you want the thickness to be that way. And if you do, then if you don't, then go fix it. If you do, then I'll show you the next step. So once you do that, you are going to take a piece that's 2.5. Well, for me it is, because that's the piece that is the exact same length of the side. So you're going to cut that in half after that. Then you're going to place it on. Doesn't matter how much it is, because we're going to be using the tape. So it's going to be like about 1/4 if you want. Then take the other piece and just place it on the exact same way you placed the other one on. So like that. So the next step is that you're going to turn it around and take one of your pieces and just place it on. Like that. Take your other one that you want it to be. Wait. Okay. Right there. So you would do that, and yeah. So once you do that, you're going to do the same thing again, but this time we're going to be making the sides. So I would recommend like cutting it in half. So once you cut that in half, I would recommend doing again, like cutting it a little bit more, so it's like this big, just this part. So when you finish doing that, you're gonna take one piece, and you know how there's a sticky always at the end. You're gonna cut one of those stickies out. So I would cut it out. Just a second. I'm gonna have to put this down. Can you watch the deal thing for me? So when I come back from taking a shower, tell me what happened? Nope. Okay, I was just talking to my sister. Okay, so you're gonna cut one part off.
Sorry.
And so that part is gonna be actually the sticky that's gonna be holding it. So do the same thing. Cut one part off, one sticky part off from the other piece. Still my parents. So cut one part off. So I took a piece that was the length of my strip, and I cut those in 2/4. And I took one piece and I overlapped it by just a little bit, like not even 1/4. And I took the other piece, overlapped it, and took the third piece and overlapped it again, but onto another strip. And I'll show you how to do that with the last strip. So you're just gonna take it and just like overlap it like that. Like that. So do that with all the strips. So I just remembered that you weren't going you don't need to use a sticky part, so I would cut actually both sides now. Like, you know how I made you cut one part and not the other side? Cut that side too. Okay, so now that you got those two, you are gonna take this and like put it right on top. I just noticed I'm doing I think I'm doing it the more harder way than like if you watch a different video, but please watch this one. Like this is better. This is the better part. Okay, you're just gonna overlap it like this. Just like that. So do that and I'll come back. So I guess you know this part, but if you don't, I'll show you. So you pick a side up. Like first take this part and you know like you're gonna put it right on and then fold the sticky up. And you're going to take this part, do the same thing, put it on the line, and then fold the sticky up. So you should do that with both sides. Okay, so once you got it, it's going to look this. And if your iPod or iPhone isn't like, is it like it's moving around in there, you should probably fix it so it's like it just stays in one spot, so it won't be moving. So I can't show it to you because I'm holding my iPod right now, but so don't make it like jiggle around, make it like stay in one spot.